Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, my ice cream's about to break off, but it's too cold. Oh. Okay. I'm so sorry for I'm getting brain freeze right now. Sorry. I have sensitive teeth and I can't bite into ice cream, so that's why I don't like that. Anyways, let's talk about my dating life once again. So I've said it before, but I don't want to say there's something wrong with me, but I'm sorry, y'all are probably so annoyed that I keep starting stuff and then stopping to lick my ice cream. I just want to eat it before it melts, so maybe I should have just waited. I don't know. I just want to get this off my chest. So, basically, I've just come to the realization that, like, even when people show interest in me, it's like I could care less. And I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like I don't react normal to things. And again, I don't know. I have all of these messages on dating apps. And I just can't bring myself to respond to anybody. And I feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to leave people on red like that. I feel like it's better to just not respond though. And maybe that person will think like I'm just not on the app at all. But I don't know. I just can't bring myself to find interest in people. And I don't want to like entertain people either. Or like get someone's hopes up because I know I'm not going to be able to offer them what they're looking for probably from me. Oh. Sorry, y'all. So, that was a good popsicle. Like, seriously. I'm trying to understand I'm trying to understand myself. Like, why is it so hard for me to like entertain people? And I think honestly it just comes down to like I just really don't I'm not interested in average, I think. And I don't even want to say it's like average. It's just like I don't know. I don't want to have like the average experience. This sounds so bad. I just don't want to have like the average experience. Like I don't know. I find it very boring, and I don't know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with meeting someone on a dating app. I just personally can't bring myself to like entertain like so many people. And I get overwhelmed too. Like, if I have so many messages, like, I can't respond to everyone, and obviously I'm not realistically interested in every person that messages me. So I don't know. I just can't take the things dating apps seriously for whatever reason. And I know that there's a lot of, strong relationships that people find off dating apps. Like, some of my favorite couples have met on dating apps, or like Hinge or Bumble or stuff like that. So I know there's like the possibility of it, but I just can't seem to find the I don't even want to say energy. It's just like the interest to entertain people on there. I just don't like having, I guess, like the boring basic conversations. Like, you please skip the hey, how's your day going? Hey, like I don't know. I just find everything I don't want to say I find everything boring. I'm just like, y'all aren't, it's not doing enough. It's not keeping me interested. And like, there's only so many, like, how's your day going? I'm really just, I don't know, like, skip the small talk, basically. But also, I'm not even really using them seriously, so I don't know. I don't know how people do it personally. I find it very hard and very challenging to, like, even think about going on dates with multiple people. Like, I just don't have it in me to entertain multiple people. I can only focus on one person at a time, and I'm not going to focus on someone I'm not interested in. And I can't be interested in someone if they're not showing interest, if they're not good at conversations. And then, like, the people who do show me attention, it's always like they're so boring. And I'm not a boring person. I think anyone watching, if you're watching my YouTube channel, hopefully you don't think I'm boring. I don't know. I just think so many people are just so bland. And that's why I feel like with dating apps, and especially like with text, you can't really see people's personality most of the time. And so it's like, it's really hard for me. I also feel like I am attracted to intelligence. Like, you can't be dumb. And if you're dumb, I'm not going to find you attractive. I'm sorry. I need someone who stimulates me intellectually, challenges me intellectually, Being smart is kind of one of my biggest obstacles, because I don't even want to just say like, oh, I'm not sitting here like I'm the most intelligent person in the world. Obviously, there's people who are smarter than me, but I'm not dumb. And if I'm talking to someone and I'm like, light bulbs, like, you don't have common sense, I can't. I need people who can have an intellectual conversation about some things, because, that actually challenges me. There's not a lot of people who have opinions that challenge me And I think that's something that I really actually would want. Someone who makes me think about things differently. At the same time, I don't know. I also just feel like I'm really not the average person when it comes to dating. So it's just like, if I'm not average and I'm not like the norm, I don't meet like the normal, I don't know. I don't feel like I match. Well, I don't want to say, who's to say what is and isn't normal, right? What's normal for some people isn't normal for others, but I guess I'm basing it on like my peers, and they're going on all these dates, and they have exes and boyfriends and things like that. And I feel like I won't even say it's just that I'm a late bloomer or things like that. I genuinely find it hard to be interested in most men that I've met, and also like on dating apps. And like, I guess so many people, it's just like, and I think it's because I also have like, I'm not going to date someone just because they're attractive. Like, and I guess for some people that's all that matters. Like, if they find them attractive, I just need like so much more to like someone. So I don't know, it's me. It's not it's not you, it's me. Literally, it's me. I just can't make myself interested in people. And then even if someone's interested in me, I don't care. I honestly think until I meet someone that I'm actually interested in, dating apps are never going to be like, dating apps are never going to work for me. And it's like, I would love to like to like someone, but I kind of feel like it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Not with any of the people that I've come across. And if I do message people, I'm not going to send, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Because that's so boring. I don't know. Throw some, like, people just have no razzle dazzle. Or I guess they say riz. People have no riz. I shouldn't. That sounds so weird. I'm not going to say that ever again. And I hate that, like, whenever my parents will ask me, like, oh, are you dating anyone? I'm just like, no. Who is there for me to freaking date? I don't find, and when I say, like, I don't personally find, like, I'm just speaking for me, like, it doesn't mean that the people that show interest in me are not people worth dating, and I don't want it to come across as, like, I think I'm better than anyone. It's really just, like, it takes so much for me to, like, I just have not met someone that I'm, like, truly interested in. And I'm trying to think of the last time I've liked someone, and I don't know. Never really had like crushes like that. Honestly, I'm someone who has what's it called? The most unrealistic crushes you can think of. Like celebrity crushes, yeah. Real life crushes, no. And again, it's not that I don't find people attractive, because I can say, like, there's people who are very attractive on the dating apps, but they're just not people that I could see myself being with. And so even if there's someone that I matched with that's attractive. I'm just still not like, I'm not interested. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So this is something, when I was like 23, 24, I think I was 23. I remember I used to be I used to be obsessed with dating apps, and that's why I feel like I feel like I've never really had success on dating apps, but I used to always like love, when I was younger, I used to love like trying the newest dating apps, seeing who was on there, making a profile. Like, I used to think it was so fun. And I remember I had matched with this person and I had been talking to them, and I had gotten like my hopes up and had made like plan to go on a date or whatever. And then basically that person ended up ghosting me. And I remember after that I felt so crushed, because I was like, oh my gosh, I finally might have found someone I actually liked on a dating app. And then it ended up in me being ghosted. And I felt so like, I don't even want to say it's like heartbroken, because I hadn't even met the person. It was just like, I was so sad because I had created this like whole idea in my head about, oh, I finally was going to go on my first date with someone off of a dating app, just for that person to ghost me and yada, yada, yada. And so after that, I was just like, I don't want to ever like someone again if that person is not the person I'm gonna marry. Like, I don't even want to waste my time liking the wrong person. And when I tell you, I prayed that prayer, and I prayed it in the most genuine prayer, one of the most genuine prayers I've ever prayed. Like, God, I do not want to even like someone if they're not going to be like my future husband. And when I tell y'all, ever since I prayed that prayer, I cannot like people. I literally can't I can't force myself. I haven't liked anyone. Nobody. So something about them prayers, God will answer them with the quickness. Because let me tell you, there's attractive people in my messages, and I still don't care, and I'm still not interested, and I still can't, I still don't feel like I like that person. So I guess the point of this is that God really does answer your prayers. So if I like someone, that means they're probably the person I'm going to marry. And that's also the reason that I'm not going to like just anyone, because I made that prayer very sincerely when I was like 23. I'm 28 now. And ever since I prayed that, haven't liked anyone or found anyone even interesting. I can objectively say someone's attractive, but I can't like them solely off of that. Isn't that crazy? Well, I don't think it's crazy, but I just think it's like, like, God truly made sure, like, I wasn't gonna like anyone if they weren't the right person. And that's like the prayer I said. I was like, I don't want to like anyone who's not the person that God has for me. And so basically, to this day, no one piques my interest. And it's like, I'm bored, so I get on the dating apps, but it's like, I'm not really trying to like find people. I guess it's almost like I'm just seeing who's would be interested, but then even seeing that, like I said, it doesn't do anything for me. It's just like, I feel bad that I have all these matches that I'm like, they're messaging me and I'm like not responding, because I'm wasting their time basically even being on there. And that's about it. Like, I just need to remove myself from all of these, from all of it. It's not doing anything. It doesn't feed my ego either. I want people to realize, like, I do not think having like a lot of matches on dating apps makes me any, like, it doesn't make it's not giving me like a big head, like, or making me think like, oh, I'm so much better, or I'm so much like, no. It's really just like, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of people's time, and I feel bad. So yeah, that's kind of the reality of my experience. And I don't know. I honestly think like the reason I prayed that prayer too was to protect my heart above all else, because I'm like, I don't want to ever, get attached to the wrong person and then my feelings are hurt. Because again, that experience of like getting my hopes up for something and then being ghosted. And I feel like I want to explain this better. It wasn't that like it wasn't about the person ghosting me even. It was about like I was putting too much of my self-worth and my confidence into having someone like me, right? And I just, at that point, younger, I was like, oh, I just want someone who is to be interested in me and like me, because I didn't feel like I was good enough. And so that was really the reason that I was so upset, because it was like I've been wanting, and I had put all of my, oh, like, I really like this person and they seem like they really like me, and that was boosting my confidence in a way. And then it was crushed when I got ghosted. And I was just like, I need to protect myself and my heart. Like, I don't want to, like, obviously, like, the person who ghosted me, it is what it is. Like, you can't control that, but I can control, how much I allow someone else to affect how I feel. So from that moment on, I was like, I have to guard my heart and protect it. And that's why I'm like, I prayed, like, God, don't even let me like someone. I don't want to like anyone who is not the right person for me. Oh, and this is the metaphor I use, by the way, for anyone who wants to be to be in my position. And honestly, it's not horrible, because at the end of the day, I'd rather be single until I meet my husband than date the wrong, like, continuously date the wrong person over and over and over again. So I'm not upset about the fact that I'm not interested in people. It's just like, I want to like people and I can't, and I know I can't, because it's like, you don't like them because you literally ask God to like guard your heart from liking people who are not meant for you. And so I know if I'm not really liking that person, it's because they're not the person God has for me. And I can accept that, because, that's just God protecting me from heartbreak, heartache, what you call it. So basically, I metaphorically locked my heart, gave the key to God, and said, only the person that God has for me will be able to unlock my heart. And it's been 5 years, y'all, and not one person, not one person. Like, there has not been any person that has made me like second guess, piqued my interest even. And I always say, it's like, it's not them necessarily. I'm like, it's me. I literally don't want to don't want to waste time in in a relationship with the wrong person. And that's me. That's like a personal thing too. I know, like, I'm not saying it's wrong to go on dates, because to each their own at the end of the day. I do think though, you don't have to be in, like, you don't have to be in a toxic relationship to know you don't want to be in a toxic relationship, right? Like, I feel like you can learn from dating the wrong people, but there's like lessons that are learned the hard way and that come with a lot of heartache. Like, I wouldn't recommend, like, oh, you date this person who's abusive and toxic so that you can learn that you need to not date someone who's abusive and toxic. Like, I don't think I think like some lessons you can learn without going, you can learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to learn by experiencing for yourself. And personally for me, it's just like I don't want to um I didn't want to keep getting my hopes up for people who are the wrong people for me, right? And I personally view it as like a waste of my time. Dating someone who's not the person I'm going to end up with, that's a waste of my time in my opinion. Like, there's people who are like, "Well, this person helped me learn so much about myself." And I'm just like, I don't think I need to date someone to learn about myself. I think like me personally, I just think I don't need to experience dating the wrong person to know what I do and don't like. Um anyways, that's just a little bit more, I guess, about my personal dating life. And that's also probably a big reason why dating is hard for me, because I genuinely don't like anyone. Not because they're not likable, it's because I literally prayed that I wouldn't like someone who was not my husband. And so I just have to take it as like, the reason I don't like any of these men who I've matched with on dating apps is because none of them are the people that I'm going to end up with. That's how I take it. And I have my heart very, very guarded and protected, because I do not want to open myself up to the wrong person and get my feelings hurt. So, the Bible says, guard your heart above all else. And guard your heart above all else is not just about relationships, it's also about like what you are consuming, what you're watching, what you're listening to. Like, there's so many things that can corrupt your heart outside of a relationship, but guarding your heart above all else definitely does apply to relationships that you're in. And you should never, like, you want to guard your heart from someone who's not going to protect it, right? Why would you open your heart to someone who's has no intent to protect it? So it's just like, be very careful who you open yourself up to. That's also a reason I don't support hookup culture, because in my opinion, hookup culture just really enables toxic relationships, and just creates a lot of room for heartbreak. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say for now. I need to go to bed. Tomorrow is Friday, and then it will be the weekend, so I want to enjoy my weekend. And yeah, I might try to do like a Q&A. If you guys have questions, or if you guys want to know my thoughts on certain topics, definitely comment down below, because y'all know I'm a chatterbox and I will share my opinion unfiltered. I mean, a little bit filtered, because I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings, but people tell me I can be very blunt sometimes. And I'm like, I'm never trying to hurt people's feelings or, be rude or come off judgmental, but I'm also not going to hold back on sharing how I feel about things, because at the end of the day, like, my opinion is my opinion and it applies to me. I don't control how anyone else feels, but I can boldly state how I feel about things because I know that I genuinely want the best for people, and that my opinions on things does not come from a place of like I'm trying to hurt someone or tear someone down. So that's the reason I'm comfortable sharing my opinions, because I know, like, I don't have opinions that come from a place of, oh, I need to put someone down so I can feel better about myself. I just genuinely think, like, I want the best for myself. I want the best for other people. If I feel this way, it's for a reason. I think about things. I think about a lot of things, honestly. But anyways, that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions, thoughts, opinions, like I said, this is just me opening up about my personal, I guess, lack of interest in dating. Why I'm single, I guess, is what I will call this video. I'm single really because I haven't found someone that, well, I haven't met the person I'm supposed to be with. That's for sure. I could certainly try to, like, it's like I could, if I really wanted to, I could probably, get into a relationship with someone, but it's just like I can't. I'm not about to waste my time or someone else's time. Like, if I don't see a future with that person, why am I dating them? I really don't understand. Okay, let me not get into that, because, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Peace out. Sorry for me eating my ice cream kind of gross in the beginning.